I cornered you. You're in your car in a parking lot.
In my
We,
car, in a parking lot,
yes.
yes.
So I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a special impromptu with the dogs and Nina episode of A Friend for the Long Haul. I'm also wearing my Rest is Medicine t-shirt that was a gift from
Yay.
Julia Moore Vogel, another long hauler friend. Um,
I love your shirt.
thank you. I like it too. She also made me one that says refined badass.
Ooh,
It's a
I
quote
love
from a
that.
book by, you know who Dr. Wes Ely is? He's the long haul doctor at Vanderbilt that's running the reverse LC trial.
It's incredible.
He's
Wait, what
really
is a
cool.
reversal?
It's a trial for a drug called baricitinib, and it's a rheumatoid and alopecia drug, but he thinks it could help our immune systems. So he's recruiting, there's 16 sites across the country. I'll just promote it. If you go to reversinglongcovid.com, you can find Dr.
Yeah.
Ely's trial.
Yeah, listen, those trials are hugely important, you know.
They are. And speaking of
Hmm.
long COVID, Nina Storey, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me
We,
back. I wish I'd brushed my hair for this.
okay. We were just
I don't
meeting
know how to brush them.
impromptu because you have
Yes.
done a really cool thing. And I knew about it pretty early because I'm cool. But Nina has made a short film. It's called Strangely Optimistic, which also, is that not your writing blog?
It is. It is a
See,
comedy blog that I've had for some time. Yes. See,
I pay
you're in the
attention.
know.
I am
You
in the
pay
know.
attention.
So not only is Nina a singer, songwriter, comedy writer, everything, you've had long COVID since the beginning of the pandemic. We've known each other since 2020, later in the year. And you have written a short film. It's for the 13th annual Easterseals Disability Film Challenge. Look at it's working, and I haven't even had my Vyvanse today yet. Um,
That's amazing.
and thank you. And it's a short film. Is it set in like 2021, kind of during the ick feelings?
Early 2021 is when we set it. I mean, I'd already been experiencing many of the symptoms that long haulers felt early on that nobody knew what they were. And we were just getting, perpetually gaslit. And so I wanted to write this, it's a dark comedy, actually. It's a dramedy. So, but I wanted to tell the story of capturing a day in the life of someone living with long COVID. But, um, I wrote this for two reasons. One being that I've been wanting to tell the story for a long time. This community is exceptional. The connection and the support from community and it has been. I mean, it's like nothing I've ever seen. Right. So it was really important for me to write a. I don't believe that long COVID has been represented in scripted film or television or in pop culture for that matter at all. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait around for somebody else to tell the story. I'm going to do it. And this Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge, I became aware of it, and it is a film challenge competition slash festival that is meant to bring awareness and not bring awareness, also bring awareness, but to feature disabled filmmakers to showcase their talents. And it just seemed like, well, now's the time to write it. If not now, then when? And so there were very strict rules, had to be 5 minutes, and all volunteer, and most people had like 2 months to prepare. And I decided to do this like 5 days before the
Yeah.
contest began. So I wrote the script. I had some wonderful collaborators, Allison Camillo and Charlie Jones, and then Julie Lamb from Mass Together America partnered with me on this. She's my co-producer. She edited it, and it's really just been the two of us. We had this great crew of people who are amazing, but like promoting the film night and day for the past 6 days has been just bananas. The two of us are in major flares. We're like, keep going. We want to raise awareness, and But I wanted to make a movie that resonated with not only people who have long COVID, because we know what long COVID is, right?
Yeah.
We've lived it, but for people who have no idea what it is. And I just wanted to create something that shows that you can find joy and you can be resilient even in your darkest moments, right? And that there's humor even in between the pain. We can find joy and humor, right? I mean,
Right.
I'm so happy that I get to be on your podcast because I get to shout out and be like, there's a moment in this film that is a direct homage to Miss Beth here, and so I don't know if I want to say what it is, so that people have to watch it to find out. But it
I
is,
think that'd be
I mean,
fun.
it is a direct shout out to yeah, and I think your fans will know exactly when they see it. They'll be like, ah.
I think they'll know.
So
I
yeah,
think they'll
so
know too. But I also think it's important to say, like, you don't have to have long COVID to get this short film. If you have POTS, dysautonomia, like there's just basically any chronic illness, you're gonna see the opening sing and you're gonna be like, yeah, yeah, that's it.
yeah,
That's it. It's just
yeah,
your medicine bottles
yeah,
everywhere, the dog's laying on you, you're like, ugh, waking up. And it's
yeah,
just a
yeah.
really
I mean, it was
great glimpse into this small piece of what all day is like and how dynamic it is. And you wake up and you don't know if you're going to be like, okay, I can get up today, or if you're going to be like, oh God, what the hell? What?
right,
What now?
right. You know, and I had this thought earlier today, which is like, you know, mainstream pop culture and media, they don't really like to talk about things that remind them of their own mortality. And
Oh my gosh.
so, you know, being able to tell us, right, and so you have to find this like this this delicate dance of telling a story that is truthful and honest, but that also, you know, this it's important, you know, like how do we share a story that can be inspiring but also is a painful story to tell, you know, well, what, how can we tell that story? Well, you know, humor is a way to get through. But I also want to say that I feel like the funniest, sharpest people I know are people who have been living with chronic illness or a
Oh yeah.
disability, or, you know, like people who've been through the ringer. Man, it
Yeah.
really hones in your ability to laugh at life, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's also kind of telling too.
Because you just cry otherwise.
You
And
just cry otherwise. You sit in your bathtub and you cry.
and it's so absurd.
Or
All of it's so absurd that if you don't laugh, yeah, it
yeah,
just gets to be too much.
yeah.
But I mean, this is the 13th
It gets you too much.
annual of this challenge that the Easter Seals holds. So I'm going
Yes.
to look that up real quick because I want to
Yes.
see something. Disability Film
Yeah.
Challenge. So
You're doing real time research. I love that.
I
That's
am.
great.
I am. And I'm very pleased with myself. The awareness campaign has begun. Congratulations to our filmmakers who participated in the 2026 challenge. We had a record-breaking year of submissions. So the reason I wanted to look at this website, which is disabilityfilmchallenge.com, is because if it's 13 years in and they're saying they had a record-breaking year of submissions, that's so many people who have probably not heard of this illness who are going to see about it and then be like,
Yeah.
what is long COVID? Oh shit. I wonder if
Yeah.
that's why I have felt like crap for the last 3 years and no one's been able to tell me why.
Right. 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 I've actually seen the response that we've gotten so far has been amazing. Like having people say, "Oh my God, that's my story. I see that's I'm living that." But then also too, people have written, "Wow, my husband's been having those symptoms. I'm gonna see get him checked out for long COVID." Like, let's I don't who knew this would be like a PSA, right? Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
that's so yeah. I mean, I hope. Right, because I think that there are, well, now statistically, there are 400 million people living with long COVID, and it's the number one chronic illness in children. It's
Yeah.
now more
Beat
than
asthma.
asthma, uh,
Hmm.
right? And so I think that there are so many people who don't realize that there's so many reasons, right? Because it's been discounted, and I mean, we could go into the whole why, which you know you've certainly talked about before, but yeah, making people aware through a different lens, if
Yeah.
that can, you know, be of service, that's a huge thing.
You just made a really great pun unintentionally because you made a film
Really.
and you're making people aware through a different lens.
Oh, oh, oh. I'm like, oh, did
And
I
you,
do something wrong? Am I in trouble?
no, you did a great thing. I love an unintentional pun. I love an unintentional
Oh, well,
pun.
yay. Cheers to that.
And I
Cheers
love
to
that
that.
you worked
I've
together with so many cool people. And how did you and Julie
oh, it
connect
was
on
also
this?
masked too.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
Julie and I had met on another project, and we really just clicked and had decided, you know, we really want to write a story that feels authentic and real, and gives this character both strength and vulnerability and doesn't diminish what long COVID is. And sometimes I think that's what happens, you know, and that some representations of it, it can be kind of downplayed as like, oh, it's just fatigue, or, you know, you're just tired, or, you know, it's like, whoa, okay, that is like saying that, I don't know. I could come up with a really fun comparison, but that would require way too much brain power at this moment. Um, but you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we connected and we talked about it, and so last minute, like days before, we're like, let's do it. And initially I thought I would just shoot it on my iPhone and just like do it all by myself. And then I managed to recruit some wonderful human beings who were like, yeah, you know, we want to do it. And we lost all our footage after the first day. There was a tech issue, and so we had to reshoot the film.
Oh my
So that was
gosh.
fun. so yeah, I mean, you know, stuff happens, so you just roll with it. And yeah, so but it was a mass set. We were COVID conscious. I said, listen, everybody has to be masked in this, and it was shot in my home, so people were great. And yeah, Gabriel Bay was our cinematographer, who just did such a great job. Ryan Franks is this amazing composer who I've worked with through the years, and he stepped up and did a whole film score in like 4 hours. So it's not normal to make movies this way, just to be clear. It's unhealthy, and it's really hard on the body and the nervous system. So I
Yeah.
but I'm so grateful because you know, I that this thing exists in the world now. Like, what a blessing. So I my goal is to have, is, you know, raise awareness, right? Let's get people talking about it. Let's get visibility and representation in film and television and pop culture in ways that haven't been, right? For not just long COVID, but for dynamic, invisible illnesses.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
that's the
very cool.
deal.
I'm
And it's
looking
also
at
a
the,
contest
yes, it is
too.
also a contest. I wanted to read something from the press release that you have on the website, which says the reality of the 5 day
Okay.
sprint. The production was a grueling 5 day sprint from March 24th to the 29th. Like literally, this is April 11th. You filmed the whole thing with everybody from
Mm-hmm.
March 24th to 29th, mirroring the high stakes requirements of the challenge. For Storey and Lamb, both of whom live with long COVID, the intensive deadline was more than a creative hurdle, it was a physical one. The demands of the shoot triggered significant symptom flare ups for both creators, illustrating the pushcraft style that defines the long hauler experience. The flare-ups that we experienced are a direct reflection of what millions face every day, says Story. We pushed ourselves to the limit because we want people to feel the irony of being strangely optimistic while battling a multi-systemic crisis. She's articulate too.
Um, I'm going to give full credit to Julie for being at Julie Lamb. Let me say her name 1,000 times. She is the founder of Mask Together America and has been a tireless advocate for people with long COVID and for masking and advocacy and research. So I have to defer to her on all the smart words. she's
Um,
she's, you know, the other thing too, Beth, it's really incredible, and I'm just trying to remember it all because I don't have any notes in front of me or anything, but we've gotten over a dozen endorsements from leading the top researchers and academics
cool.
in the long COVID field, and scientists. I mean, like, it's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like how many people on the medical and in the
Yeah.
research community are like supporting this film for its authenticity and what it's telling. So I'm like, you know, we don't have like a huge publicity team behind us, but we have a lot of really vocal people in the community and science people too, science
Yeah.
stuff.
Science.
So
Yeah.
that, I feel like
It's
that's pretty
beautiful. I
neat.
love that. It's so
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So we're small but mighty.
Yeah, for sure. So people can watch it by going to strangelyoptimisticmovie.com. It's also on YouTube. Is that on your channel
Hmm.
or did you create a new one?
No, it's on the Easterseals Disability Film Challenge YouTube channel and also on their Facebook, official Facebook page.
Okay.
And the reason that I made a strangelyoptimisticmovie.com website was they can go there and click on either button to watch it at YouTube and Facebook. So as opposed to trying to like search and find it, you know,
Yeah.
other ways, we kind of made a portal. Um, but yeah, I mean, anyone who can watch it, if it resonates with you, please feel free to share it with your disabled, non-disabled friends. Anyone who's, you know, gaslit you or doesn't quite understand, you know, sometimes just sharing a story with a good fart joke will convert the biggest of cynics. So
It's amazing what a good fart joke can do. It really is.
It's so true. It's so
It
true.
is.
I think I did this just so that I could fart on screen.
If that's your legacy, it's a good one. If I could do it
Right. Best
now,
fart in
I
a film.
maybe. Okay, so there are awards. This is a contest. So there are awards for Best Director, Best Editor, Best Actor, Best Writer, and Awareness Campaign Award. The 2026 winners will, from the
Right.
Easter Seals, win $2,000 cash prize awards to each winner, which, like, I mean, come on, just for meds and rent and Bubsy care alone, that would be incredible. Um, Dell Technologies computers, 1 year IMDb Pro membership, premium membership, the essential resource for entertainment industry professionals. Screenings at Academy Award qualifying festivals, including the Heartland Festival and Holly Shorts Film Festival, plus mentorship meetings with industry executives and talent, like award-winning Academy Award-winning filmmakers Phil Lord and Chris Miller from Project Hail Mary and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the Lego movies, and 21. I did not know there was a 22 Jump Street. Did you know there was a 22 Jump Street? That's incredible.
I
I
mean,
had
I
no
saw
idea.
the remake with Channing Tatum.
Oh,
Maybe?
I did
I'm
not know that. That's cool. But
not sure.
how does one win? Do people have to
How
vote?
does one win in this world? Yeah. It's so no, I wish it was voting. I think that would be a little more streamlined, but it's this combination of views. So the total number of views, the total number of interactions, likes, shares, and
Okay.
press, right? So like the fact that you were so gracious to have me on your podcast is a big deal.
Oh,
I don't know what the final decision is based on, but I think it's a combination of all these things. So
okay.
yeah, of course, if people are so moved to share or like or comment, it would be huge. I mean, I think,
Yeah.
for me to be able to take this opportunity to create a larger platform for uh, talking about long COVID. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, how do we elevate the conversation, right?
Yeah.
So, if this movie can be that thing, holy crap, that would be freaking amazing.
It would
So,
be freaking
yeah,
amazing. I'm really proud of you. I'm proud
me
of
for
Julie. I'm proud of the whole team. That is just an incredible undertaking. And it's already made, like, people are talking about it, my friend. It's really cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I just want to thank you because you have been, I mean, listen everybody. I called Beth early on. I was like, cuz I wasn't sure about some other things and going a different direction with something else, not this, but another project, and I was like, you know, and you were just so wonderful and encouraging, and you were like, listen to your gut, and I also had some, it's, everything has poses its challenges, so I
Yeah.
just, you are such a brilliant and amazing advocate for our community and for social justice in general.
Well,
So
thank you.
one of these
That's really
days,
kind.
Beth and I are going to do something creative together too. I'm saying
That
it
would
out
be
loud.
fun.
We're going to do it. I'm going to make it happen.
Manifestation.
Yeah,
I do
truly.
ask good questions, not for myself, but I do ask good questions when other people are trying to make decisions. I feel like I'm good at that. I feel like I'm good at helping people tune into how they actually feel about what they want to do. I wish I had that for myself. I do not.
I feel like you're a pretty good decision maker. I mean, look at what you accomplish. I mean, it's inspiring and just dizzying. It's incredible, truly.
I
I
am dizzy.
I'm so grateful to know you. I mean, and I know people know this, anyone who's like listened to your show, but like you're this like person that's like this safe space in the storm always, whether people know you personally or whether they get the opportunity to listen to your show or see what you share online. I mean, you truly are that. I cannot tell you, everyone, how many times I've called her like on the edge of a cliff, like losing my marbles, and she's been just everything that a human being could possibly be. And so I feel really, really blessed to know you.
Thank you. I'll make sure that you get your tip later. I appreciate it.
No, I mean it. You're the WW. What is it? WWBD. What would Beth do?
I've
That's
always
you, my
wanted to
girl.
be that person.
I
Thank
need a
you.
bracelet.
I have so many other
I,
people that
I need a bracelet.
that makes me, you have no idea how tickled that makes me and happy it makes me. Thank you for meeting with me in your car in a parking lot. Thank you for your
Thank you
patience
for
with me.
having me and Bubsy on.
Bubsy
Where is he?
is
My
there,
head's in the
little
way. I
Tempo.
can't. He's there
Bubsy.
somewhere. And Lil Tempo.
She's
This was
got
a meeting
she's
of the
got work to do.
doggies. Thank. She's like, I'm busy. I have to shake my tail. It's very important. Look at my tail.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
doing
for having
this.
me on. Thank you for sharing my story. Oh,
Yeah.
God, thank you so much.
StrangelyOptimisticMovie.com. Go click it. Go watch it. If you can spot
Oh,
the
the
homage.
contest ends at midnight, by the way.
Oh shit, really? Okay,
Yes,
let's do
yes. If you
this
spot the
now.
homage,
Okay.
yeah.
Spot the homage. Put it in the comments on YouTube if you spot the homage, because that'll drive traffic.
Yes,
Okay. And
yes.
because that will help Nina and Julie and the whole team win. If you love it, if it speaks to you, or even if you just find the fart joke great, make sure you share. Tell your friends, and let's up these views so that we can get long COVID into the fore. Thank you,
Into the
Nina
fold,
Story.
absolutely. Yeah. So the contest ends at midnight on Sunday. Thank you. But I'm going to keep pushing for awareness far beyond that, just so everybody knows. It's not just about the end of this weekend. This is a life commitment. So
Yay.
thank you.
Well, I
I love
cannot
you.
wait to see.
You're the
I love you
best.
too. We cannot wait to see what you do next.
Yay.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Ciao, Becky.
Thank you for tuning in to A Friend for the Long Haul. I want to remind listeners that while our conversations may touch on medical topics, I'm not a medical professional and neither are most of our guests. The content provided here is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Any advice or information shared should not be considered a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider regarding any medical concerns or conditions. Additionally, I'm committed to transparency in advertising. Any advertisements or sponsored content featured in these episodes will be clearly disclosed as such. Lastly, I acknowledge that the recording of this podcast takes place on the traditional lands of the Arapaho, the Cheyenne, the Sioux, and the Ute peoples. Again, thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more episodes of A Friend for the Long Haul.